Welcome to the channel Maths by Swati ma'am. We have the chapter Applications of Trigonometry. So in that previously we have discussed 5 questions related to the exercise part of Applications of Trigonometry, where in case the 4 questions are already uploaded in the YouTube channel. If you have not watched, please, the links are provided in the description box. Go through them, watch them. Please do subscribe the channel if you not, and as much as possible forward the channel so that somebody can take a best use of this channel. Fine. Okay. Or else if you have any doubts or comments, or if you want to give any suggestions, please do provide in the comment section so that I will take care of it. Fine. We'll move to the next question, that is the question number 6. From this means question number 6 onwards, the questions are being little twisted. Okay. Still now means from question number 1 to question number 5 we have seen only basic type of questions, but now with related to this question and coming questions, the questions are little difficult dear. Please go through them. First read the question for 4 to 5 times. So once you understand the question properly dears, try to draw the diagram. Once you draw the diagram, analyze the diagram, you will get the answer. We'll do the same thing with this. Okay. Now look at the question number 6. A 1.5 meter tall boy is standing at some distance from 30-meter tall building. Okay. The angle of elevation from his eyes to the top of the building increases from 30 to 60 degree as he walks towards to the building. Find the distance he walked. Okay, so first we'll draw the diagram. Assume that dear, there is a building. Okay, this is the base level and there is a building. And now assume a boy might have standing over here. Okay, the boy is standing over here and the height of the building is provided here. What is the height of the building provided? A 30-meter tall building they are telling. So the height of the building is being 30 meter and height of the boy is also provided here. What is the height of the boy? That is 1.5 meter. Why they have given, I'll tell you little later. Okay, 1.5 meter is the height of the person and 30 meter is the height of the building. Now what actually is happening is a boy is trying to move towards to the building there. Okay, and now they have given you 2 degrees, 30 degree and 60 degree. What they are telling is when he's standing here and looking at the top of the building, the angle of elevation was 30 degree, and when he moved a little far away towards to the building, then what is happening? The angle of elevation of course changes to 30 degree. Okay, you need to find how much distance he had walked. Understanding? Okay, before completing the diagram you should know something there. Why they have provided you the height of the person? Dears, whenever I talk about the base ground, if suppose in the question point on the earth is given, then you need to convert earth as the horizontal level. Suppose for example, now if according to my vision of view, what is my horizontal level? The straight line which is drawn to my eyesight will become my horizontal level. If the point is on the ground will become the horizontal level. But now with respect to the person dear, the height of the person is since being 1.5, then what will be his horizontal level with respect to the building dear? See here, this, the height with respect to the child, this will become the horizontal level with respect to the child or a boy. Understanding? With respect to this boy, this will be the horizontal level, and our calculation start with respect to the horizontal level, not with the ground. Understanding? Whenever in the case the condition where the point is given on the ground, then you consider every calculation based on the ground level. But now it is with respect to the height of the person is provided here. So now we can't say that this start from the ground. This will start from the eyesight of the boy. Understood? I hope it is clear. Now dear, we'll analyze the question. Now while standing here, the person looked at the top of the building. Okay, looked at the top of the building, and there in that condition the angle of elevation tend to be 30 degree. Okay, the angle of elevation tend to be 30 degree, and he starts walking towards to the building. He will come somewhere here. Okay, he will come somewhere here. From here again he tend to watch the top of the building. Okay, again he tend to watch the top of the building, and now in this condition the angle of elevation is to be 60 degree. Okay, you need to find how much distance is traveled by the boy. Okay, how much distance is traveled by the boy. This is not the direct question, dear. It takes a lot of time to simplify this. Fine. Okay, now I told you considerable value or the horizontal level is in this means this part is waste one for my calculation, so I should not count this part, dear. So if suppose I should not count this part, then what do I do? With respect to the given question, with respect to the height of the boy, the angle or the length of the building that is to be considered for our calculation is nothing but, dear, 30 minus 1.5. Why? Because 30 is actually total height of the building, but 1.5 meter is negligible because horizontal level start from the boy eyesight and the height of the boy is provided as 1.5 meter. So the total height below, that is 1.5 height, is waste one. Understanding? So I'll be having here 28.5 is actually the height of the building that is to be considerable. So I'll be writing here 28.5 meter. Okay, 28.5 meter. Now, dear, use your common sense. Before that, let me name the given figure A, and this point B, this point C, this point D. Okay, use your common sense. If I want to calculate the value of CD, if I know BD and BC, BD minus BC is surely going to give me CD. Okay, anyhow, I need to calculate this BD value. Okay, if I want to calculate this BD value, what do? I will consider the bigger triangle. Okay, consider triangle ABD. Okay, consider triangle ABD with respect to angle D. Okay, with respect to angle D, this will become, dear, opposite side, and this will become adjacent side. Yes or no? Understanding? Okay, now I have opposite side, I have to calculate adjacent side. So now I have opposite, want to calculate adjacent. Which trigonometric ratio gives me the link between opposite and adjacent, dear? Tan. Do not forget about it. So what I should use here? Tan D. Okay, tan D is equal to opposite divided by adjacent. Understood? Tan D. What is degree D? 30 degree. So I'll write here tan 30 is equal to, what is opposite value, dear? 28.5. I don't know adjacent. I need to calculate adjacent. So I'll be writing here 28.5 divided by adjacent is BD. So I'll just write it as BD. I hope it is clear. Fine. What is tan 30 value? 1 by root 3. Don't forget it. Try to remember it very quickly. Okay. So tan 30 is 1 by root 3 is equal to 28.5 divided by BD. Okay, bring this BD to this side, this root 3 to this side. So what I'll be having? BD is equal to 28.5 root 3 meter. Okay, so now I got BD is 28.5 root 3 meter. I can keep the answer like this because denominator is 1. Okay, now we'll take the smaller triangle. Which triangle I'll consider? Now I'll consider ABC triangle. Dears, consider triangle ABC. Consider triangle ABC. Now, dear, I need to calculate BC. To calculate BC, consider angle 60. Yes or no? With respect to angle 60 degree, which one will be the opposite side? Of course, AB. Okay, which one will be the adjacent side? BC. Yes or no? Again, once I have opposite side, I tend to calculate adjacent. Which is the trigonometric ratio I use? Again, tan theta. Isn't it, dear? So I'll be using here tan C. Okay, tan C is equal to opposite divided by adjacent. What is C value I have? 60 degree. Okay, let me write here tan 60 is equal to opposite is again 28.5, adjacent is BC. Remember tan 60 value root 3, yes or no? So root 3 is equal to 28.5 divided by BC. Bring this BC to this side, root 3 to this side. I have BC is equal to 28.5 divided by root 3 meter. Dear, this I cannot keep. Yes or no? Why? Because denominator is irrational number and denominator cannot be left with irrational number. So to simplify it, what I do? I rationalize the denominator. Okay. So let me rationalize the denominator. So BC is equal to 28.5 divided by root 3 into root 3 divided by root 3. Is it not? Okay, now listen here. 28.5 root 3 whole divided by root 3 into root 3 the square and root will get cancel. I left with 3. Whenever you remember root 5 into root 5 5, root 7 into root 7 7, so root 3 into root 3 is 3. Understood? Okay, so now I'll be having here 3. Dear, just look at the board. 28.5, is it divisible by 3? Of course, because sum of the digit you see 8 to 10 plus 5 15. 15 is divisible by 3. So this number is also divisible by 3. See here, 3 ones are 3 nines are 27. 1 left, 3 5s are 15. So BC is equal to 9.5 root 3. Okay, 9.5 root 3. Now dear, just look at the board. Just look at the board here. I'll be writing. See, whole BD value I have calculated. What is the whole BD value I have? 28.5 root 3. This is whole BD value. Okay, BC value also I have calculated. What is the BC value I have calculated? 9.5 root 3. I'll write here 9.5 root 3. Now, if I want to have CD value, okay, CD is nothing but how much distance that the child has walked, the boy has walked. So I'll write here. So to calculate CD, okay, to calculate CD, what do I do, dear? I'll write BD minus BC. Is it not? BD minus BC. Because this whole minus this automatically would give me the x1. Isn't it, dear? So what is BD value I have? BD I have 28.5 into root 3 minus BC I have 9.5 root 3. Okay, subtracted, dear. 5 minus root 3 minus root 3 is not 0. See, 2x minus x is x. 7x minus 5x is equal to 2x. X is not going to get cancelled over there. Irrational subtraction is like algebraic subtraction. Root 3 are there, so I can subtract it. That has to be understood. Okay, now 28.5 minus 9.5. 5 minus 5 is 0. 8 minus 9, okay dear, 9 9 18. So 8 minus 9 is 9, carry 1, that is 19 root 3 meter. Okay, 19 root 3 meter. So the how much is the distance that is traveled by the boy is nothing but 19 root 3 meter. If root 3 value is provided in the question, then what you have to do? Then you have to put root 3 value and very carefully understand the statement. 19 root 3 doesn't mean that 19 plus root 3. 19 root 3 means what, dear? 19 into root 3. Suppose root 3 value is given 3.71 something is given, then what you should write? 1.7. Then 19 into the provided value you should do. Okay, 19 into the provided value. If root 3 value is provided, you have to multiply 19 with that value. Understanding? Okay, this type of questions are the one which are very frequently asked questions, so practice them a lot. Okay, in the next video I'll be taking the next question, so keep watching it. Subscribe the channel if you have not. Forward as much as possible. If you have understood, like the video, comment on the comment section. Thank you so much, dears.